So, what is blockchain? Blockchain is a distributed ledger. It shares ledger amongst computers all around the world, and built into that ledger is a consensus mechanism that allows anybody to transact or do business with each other and to trust each other without having to go through a central intermediary such as a bank or an institution. So, to summarize, blockchain technology is essentially a database that's distributed to every user in the system, which also permanently records and timestamps the transactions. Similar to the Internet of Information, blockchain is Internet of Value. So you must be thinking, why should we care about blockchain? Currently, there are systems that are working fine. Why do we need a change or this new additional technology? You tap your card in any hotel, and this information goes through dozens of different computers, and generally it takes 3 days or even more to get somebody paid. And some of those computers used this in this process are mainframes, and they are from 1970s. So with blockchain there would be no 3-day settlement, because there would be no settlement at all. This is just a shared database. So whenever the transaction happens, the record would be updated, and therefore this holds an opportunity for the industry to cut a huge cost to deliver the way better solutions for the customers. So what are the other applications of blockchain? One of the biggest opportunities is to completely reinvent some of the institutions in society. So let's look at the first example of smart contracts. At the technology's current level of development, smart contracts can be programmed to perform simple functions. Suppose you rent an apartment from me. You can do this through the blockchain by paying in the cryptocurrency. You get a receipt which is held in our virtual contract. I give you the digital key which comes to you by a specified date. If the key doesn't come on time, the blockchain releases a refund. If I send the key before the rental date, the functions hold it and releasing both the fee and key to you and me respectively when the date arrives. The system works on if and then programming and is witnessed by hundreds of people, so you can expect a faultless delivery. If I give you the key, I'm sure to be paid. If you send a certain amount in bitcoins, you receive the key. The document is automatically cancelled after the time, and the code cannot be interfered by either us without others knowing, since all participants are simultaneously alerted. You can use smart contracts for all sort of situations that ranges from financial services such as derivatives, insurance premiums, bridge contracts, property law, credit enforcement, financial other applications, legal processes, crowdfunding agreements, etc. Now let's look at the second example of governance. By making the results fully transparent and publicly accessible, distributed database technology could bring full transparency to elections or other kind of poll taking. The app Boardroom enables organizational decision making to happen on blockchain. In practice, this means companies' governance becomes fully transparent and verifiable when managing digital assets, equity, or any other information. So let's take a look at the third example of crowdfunding. Crowdfunding initiatives like Kickstarter and GoFundMe are doing the advanced work for the emerging peer-to-peer economy. The popularity of these sites suggests people want to have a direct say in product development. Blockchain takes this interest to the next level, potentially creating crowdsourced virtual capital funds. So for example, in 2016, one of such experiments, the Ethereum-based DAO, which is Decentralized Autonomous Organization, raised an astonishing $200 million in just 2 months. Participants purchased DAO tokens, allowing them to vote on smart contracts venture capital investments. Voting power was proportionate to the number of DAO they were holding. A subsequent hack of the project funds proved that the project was launched without proper due diligence, with disastrous consequences. Regardless, the DAO experience suggests that blockchain has the potential to usher in the new paradigm of economic cooperation.